Okay, our season for fishing in Pennsylvania starts in December, so somewhere around the middle of the month. I'm not sure exactly what day, but I'm going to show you a little bit about how we try to catch them. We don't have a lot of fish right here in this part of Pennsylvania, but I have caught them, and this is what I use to catch them. I'm going to show you how to make this box and to make it legal for Pennsylvania using conventional lumber. You can use a 2x8 for your sides, which actually gives you 7 1/4 inches up and down. Now, if you use 7 1/4 inches square, it actually gives you 50 and almost 51 square inches, which is actually too big. It's not legal. So what you got to do is, I'll show you the front. You can use the 2x8, but you got to put a little board across this bottom to eliminate an inch, which ends up giving you 49. Okay, 50 is what you got to have to be legal. Then you kind of tilt your conibear and slide it back. Now it's got to be back 7 inches from your opening, so you got to cut a slot in both sides so your levers for your conibear will fit back through here, and your conibear is going to set back in the box 7 inches. And of course your opening at that point is totally legal, but without this bottom piece on, using conventional lumber, a 2x8, it's too big. It's not legal. So make sure you put this little piece on the bottom so you can eliminate, knock yourself down to the 50 inches. You also got to drill 2 holes. I drill 2 holes through the back because legally you've got to anchor this trap down, this box down, so it can't be moved. So you can drive 2 stakes through the back. I drill holes in the top and not through the bottom, so you can drive 2 stakes down through to keep this box so nothing can roll it or move it. I put wire in the back. That just lets your scent come out. The bottom I don't make solid, it just makes it lighter that way. I put a handle on top too, makes it easier to carry around. I'll show you the bottom here. I built a screen in the bottom with a little L here, and you can nail it down in and drop your bait down in the back, and this keeps your bait from coming out. It just holds that little screen. Again, you use a screen, it just makes it lighter to carry. But you can use conventional lumber and do this, but make sure that you add this piece to the front so you narrow your opening down so it's less than 50 inches. It makes it kind of tight because the conibear is 6.5 by 6.5, a 160, which is what we use in there. Here's the conibear. I just attach a drag to them. Of course, they're caught in a conibear. They're not really going anywhere, but sometimes you'll have a coon reach in and you'll grab them by the front legs. Sometimes he don't get in far enough, and you'll still have him. If you put him on a drag, he can get out of there and get hung up someplace. But that'll keep you legal. And this trap has got to be set in a waterway. Now, it doesn't have to be set in the water itself, but if you can imagine at a flood level in a creek that you're going to set beside or whatever, how high that water would come up. As long as you're in that general area, you are in the waterway. That keeps you legal. That's what you've got to do. Now you can, if you use a new lumber, you can stain this paint or whatever. We just paint them brown just to make them blend in a little bit better. But again, that's what we use for fisher. It works really well on coon if you're targeting coon. But that's the box we use. Now right now we have all our traps out. Everything's pulled out. We're going to Missouri to hunt their first day of rifle season. And the property we're going to hunt on, they manage it for deer and turkey. So we're going to stay an extra week. We're going to trap coyotes and try to clean some of the coon out. You know, coon are really hard on turkey eggs and young turkey. So we're going to try to get rid of some of the predators off that farm. It's about an 800-acre place that we hunt. So we're going to try to get in there after we're done hunting for a week. Hopefully we'll be done hunting in a couple days. If I can keep my finger off the trigger, I'll try to kill a nice buck this time. But then we'll get in there and try to get rid of some coyotes and some coons. So you'll see some footage of that hopefully in a couple weeks. But I wanted to show you about these boxes in case you want to make one before the season starts. Make some up. Doesn't take much to make them up. I put plywood on top, just makes it a little bit lighter, but you got to have something stable enough so it doesn't walk on you. So I use a 2x8 for the sides, but that's how to narrow that down so your opening's legal. Don't forget to drill your holes in the back so you can stake this down. Again, we use the 160 and try to get some kind of a real skunky lure. That's better for the fisher. That'll get them in the general area. So good luck, and I hope it's helped you out.